What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today I am
Breaking
going to
off to
talk to you
flank them.
about why the rank system is just so terrible in this game.
Watch the objective.
Right now, and it's only going to be for the season, there were a lot of people who used a glitch to make it where all your losses don't count. And so you have a lot of people in Diamond, Master, and especially Superstar that definitely do not deserve to be there. I'm not here to call out you Superstar cheaters, but Gordo is, and that's going to be fun to find out which people actually deserve it, which ones don't. And the funny thing is, I suspect there's so many people that have done this that they can't ban them because we'll lose half the population of ranked. It's actually that bad. And I'm not even really blaming some of the people who have done this, by the way. Because if everyone's doing it, that means you have some of the worst teammates, especially in things like Master. I've only lost one solo game in Diamond so far. We're about to hit Diamond 3. We're going for Master and then Superstar, but I was playing with Jizuki, and we were in some Superstar and Master lobbies, and it's so insane. You have these people who are gold players who have gotten to Master by basically just making all of their losses not count, and they lucked out into Master. And so the game just treats them as Master. They don't treat them as, hey, it's the true skill thing, which I don't want the true skill back in rank. That was horrible when they did that. It basically just made me have bad teammates every time. I hated that. But the thing is, like, you're treating gold players as Master. And you've known about this for a year, T3, because Exclusive told you a year ago, hey, this is a thing. We really need this fixed, because the thing is, it's not just for win trading. It is something that you can do to invalidate your losses, but it also will take away wins. It takes the game away, basically. It doesn't count in any way. You don't see it on your recents. It doesn't count as a game that you have played before. So basically, if you disconnect, you just lose the game in some of these 3-round control matches. And that was happening to exclusive players, which was super annoying. And then you also had cheaters, which sucks. And the thing is that it's really dumb to do that now, because they are watching and they're trying to figure it out. But I'm pretty sure that everyone's cheating. Like, they would have to get half of the ranked population that's Diamond and above that's at least done it once. Like, thankfully, I don't play ranked because of this. I mean, I am now because they announced they're fixing it. But if you're a guy who goes in solo and wins 90% of your games, yeah, you want to wait till they fix the whole not having your losses count thing, because it looks a little bad. But now I can play ranked, and that's great. Next season will be better because it won't be in there at all. And then we're going to see a lot of these guys who are at the very top Superstar that are going to be hard stuck Diamond. And maybe even their accounts reset, maybe banned, you don't know. I mean, I think they said, like, the worst offenders if it is too many. So, like, it's not going to be good for the people who really abuse this. And there's someone on my team that I'm pretty sure abused it, and I'll show you exactly why I think that. Not just because he's playing Vincent like this. Look at he just ran into the hill by himself. What? And then yeah, so that guy is one of the guys who does this, by the way. So with Vincent, even if it's like a decent Vincent, actually a decent Vincent switches off Vincent if it's not working. But even if it's a decent Vincent who's getting kills, they're making you play 4v5, and then they randomly one-shot one guy. And it's not someone that they can really choose a lot of the time. It's just whoever's not next to someone else, so they don't insta-die. So the thing is that they have to wait for their timing, and you are playing 4v5 the whole time that this is happening. And so your gunfights for everyone but Vincent is so much harder, and it's super annoying. I hate Vincent so much. Not on the other team, on my team. And the thing is that, like, if it's working, great, but if it's not, just switch off it, guys. Vincent ran over. But basically, there are so many Master players that just don't deserve to be there. And I don't just mean the cheaters, because you gotta think about it. If there's a bunch of gold people who cheated to Master, and then you go into Master and you match them, you're getting points off of gold people. And this does not invalidate anybody's master, just to be clear, because you have to carry the gold people because of the 3-stack rule. There's no 5s. You do have to play with these people too, so it doesn't mean that you didn't do good or your thing doesn't count. It just means that it kind of stains the whole achievement of it. And that's what really sucks to me, is you're hurting your team when you do this. Whenever it's into the game 85% to 85%, you have to quit the game because, hey, we might lose. But if you would have stayed, you could have been the turning point in that game, even if you aren't good. Just a little bit of damage, even a distraction, can change the entire landscape of something. So, like, it really does suck that, like, people do this, because you're just hurting other people's games. And then you're also making ranked matchmaking terrible, because it's not true, it's not real. But next season it will be. I cannot wait for these hard stuck superstars and diamond. It's gonna be great, guys. But the thing is, the game's still fun. I'm okay with it. I'm just glad they're fixing it. Even though it took them a year, and I do suspect that it has something to do with the China release going well, getting some money in, and they can actually hire people to be able to fix the problems in the game. The China release going well is perfect for us as North America, EU, whatever, this side of the game, because whatever they get to fix and whatever they get to hire and all the money there, it's gonna be able to be replicated for us, and so we benefit massively from that, and they have a lot more players and a lot more money coming. So the China release is actually really good for the people who don't play the China game, which is kind of weird, but hey, what you gonna do? So I'm pretty excited about the future, especially now that they're fixing this, and I swear, we literally have been begging every season so much disappointment between me, Meyer, and Rodeo, them not fixing this, T3 God. It's just like, we begged them to fix this, and it's been a year. Every rank season has just been bad. But the thing is, not enough people knew about it, except for like in the first season, because we would record everyone who did it, and we would report them, and not just that, we would also shame them in public videos sometimes. And so basically that gave people the incentive to stop doing that. But there's still people who did, but it's nothing like this season. What happened in this season is you couldn't 5-stack, and so there were 3-stacks that were just mingling with random solos, and they just explained it to them for no reason. And I've heard recordings of this, like there's players that are like superstars that are just explaining this to their random teammates, and I'm just sitting here like, why? Like, why would you admit that you're doing it, and then why would you tell them to do it? Like, I don't get it. Like, there's no achievement in that, for one, and for two, you're just literally making yourself have to play really hard people when you're not that good. Why would you want that? I mean, you'll get better faster, technically, but you already have to start at a pretty good point to be able to, like, benefit from playing someone like, let's say, Myron. Like, you don't benefit from that unless you're really good and you have a chance. So, it's one of those things that I don't get why these people are doing this. I mean, I guess you can tell your friends, like, look, I'm a superstar or something. But let's be real, these guys don't have friends. Alright, so the biggest thing is, I think that at the end of the day, as long as next season doesn't have it, who cares? I mean, I'm okay with everyone being superstar, by the way. I actually love the fact that there's more masters and superstars, and I hope they can find a way to replicate this without everyone having to cheat. Because it's really nice to have population in the game, so you don't have to wait 50 minutes for a game, which, I mean, you still kind of do at the higher ranks, but, like, it's one of those things that, in Call of Duty, whenever you have the rank season, at the very beginning, it's very hard for like 3 weeks at Legendary, which is the highest rank. And then, after the 2-3 week window, everyone is starting to catch up because everyone's feeding off the tiers below them, and they're rising and rising. So the guys who start at the gold tier, they rise up, and then they eventually will get to Legendary. And at the very end of the season, it is literally just like so many people have it, and it's very, very not fun. But then it resets, and then it's fun again. And I'm totally cool with that. I think everyone should have upward progression, and I think that it's a really good thing. But the problem is this is artificial, and it's not people progressing, it's people cheating. There's a very big difference, because the people progressing are at a skill level that is at that skill level. But the people who are just invalidating all of their losses, they're not at that skill level. They have no shot against players that are actually here. And let's be real, I mean, I can 1v5 diamond lobbies, so I shouldn't be in this anyways. I just didn't play because everyone was cheating. But now that I can play, screw it. Okay, you want to not play on Vincent? That's fine. I'll just kill every one of those. I actually hate Vincent so much. Like, you guys have no idea. I won't go on any more Vincent rants, but oh my god. Worst thing ever for your team. So, the thing is that it kind of sucks a lot. Because in this situation, if we were to lose the hill, they were to get it, like, and it was going to get close, I mean, they would probably just leave. They would make it to where, like, they don't get the loss, but I do. Even though right here, like, they're taking it, but we can take it back as long as we work as a team, or I kill everybody, one of the two, then we can totally get this back. But a lot of people will leave the game because you do have a time limit. If you don't get out before the time limit's up, you will not get to have your loss invalidated. So it's just literally like, well, I'll screw everyone else over, but it's okay, I won't get the loss. And I hate that so much. Right here, I know I have to kill this guy first, and then I have to go for everyone else. But I knew there was a guy back on that left side. I'm just going to leave him to help my teammates. I know that he's going to be there. I can always get it. And then I decided to go kill the Johnny Jet Orb because, I mean, it's annoying and it can literally kill you and your teammates pretty quick. And then this starts to get dangerous. I mean, we are in a bad situation here. Luckily for me, my teammates were able to kill the Gloria. And then I basically just sit here and hope to God that my smoke just clears everything and makes it to where me and my healer are okay. That's really all I was worried about. That healer did such a good job, by the way. No tank, no nothing. They just absolutely dominated the heals, and that's the only reason I was able to do what I was able to do. So shout out to that Sindri, man. Oh my god. Those heals were just so good. Like, every time I was screwed, they would keep me up. So shout out to you, Phrase. Okay, so time to talk about the guy that I think might be cheating. So right here you can see he's diamond, and the thing is that he hasn't really played that much. So he has played like 252 games, 240 in ranked. So most of his games are in ranked. But if you look, all of his characters have like 40, 30, 20, 24%. Like, he has like an average of 35% wins. In a system where you get 1 point for a win, 1 point for a loss, that just doesn't work. And then you see he does have losses. But the key is, all of his losses are when you have placement matches. And so you don't have to invalidate those. And even that -1 at the top, you're supposed to get 3 placement matches. I just assumed that, you know what, he took that off. You can't have 30% wins and then have no losses outside of placement matches. It just doesn't work. I don't believe it. And to be very clear, I am out on a limb here. He could just have like had a really bad start and then done really good at the end. But what I think happened is he had a really bad start for about 170 games. And then he won like 50 cheating. It's probably 30, so probably had 200 games, then 30 he cheated, and then just invalidated like 60 losses or something. And that kind of sucks. And the thing is, this is all speculation. I don't know this person. They sent me a friend request. By the way, person, I'm not accepting, in case you didn't realize that. So I'm mostly just trying to say, like, it really sucks that this had to happen, but it's really great that they're fixing it. I know that this seems like a doom and gloom kind of video, because, I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of one. But it's really good news, because that means we don't have to deal with this again. It's so bad having to deal with having a rank system where you can basically cheat. There's no competitive integrity in that. And it's really hard to kind of tell if someone's done it, because, like, there's nothing on their record. I mean, unless you look and you notice that, like, he's only played ranked and he only has 30% wins, how the heck does he have Diamond 5? I mean, he could have just had 20% wins and then started doing good, but I think it's more likely he used this bug. especially the way he played. No offense to whoever this guy is. And I don't actually care about him, by the way. I just care about what it's done to ranked. And why they're stopping it? I'm pretty sure it's the China money, and heck yeah, let's go. Fix all the bad things in this game. I am ready for it, because, let's be honest, we need it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.